Well, Dr. Joseph is a man. I'm from Nigeria,
Yeah.
born and bred in Nigeria, but moved to United States some 25, 26, 27 years ago to further my career. So that's who Dr. Joseph is. I'm a doctor of physical therapy in the United States of America. Well, to further my career in the field of medicine, I went to University of Lagos, and I had my bachelor in physiotherapy, and I wanted to further my education, so that's why I came over here, and now I have a doctorate in physical therapy. Well, I was born in 1968 in Nigeria, in the northern part of Nigeria, Kano to be precise. We were there for 6 years, and my parents moved us to Oyo State in Ibadan, where I had my early childhood from where I started my primary school education and my secondary school education and thereabout. I'm the middle child. I'm sorry, right in the middle. No, to be honest with you, my family has been they've been entrepreneurs all their lives. I remember one of my childhood story that really spurred my interest in medicine was I used to be I'm still curious. I used to be very curious, wanted to know a lot of stuff. And I remember one day my mom was cooking in the kitchen. She was making pap, like people might not know what pap is, but that's what we eat for breakfast in Africa.
Yeah.
And out of my curiosity, trying to know what my mom was doing, I ran into the kitchen and I mistakenly stepped into that hot pap, and it created a big blister in my leg. And I can remember vividly how they were able to help me heal. I was walking, I was limping, and every day they would dress and change the wound, and that kind of got my interest into area of healing. That people can your body can get injured and recover, and that's my beginning of thinking about what might be come my future. No, my mom is an entrepreneur. She has her own business from day one. I used to tell people when we're growing up, a lot of kids would tell us that their dad is working at the post office, their dad is working at the ministry. And I asked my dad, "Where do you work?" He said, I work for myself. And my mom, "Where do you work?" She said, "I work for myself." And then we became part of their journey. We go to them, to they call it shop, where they buy and sell. And that's has been our childhood. And my mom has been, she travels to different part of Nigeria to buy what she sells, and then she sells them and do the same thing over and over again. My dad is an hardworking guy. Actually, he loves to take us on a trip with him when he goes to do business. So we get to see him, what he does, how he buys things, where he gets his good. So I've always been curious about knowing more about business. Just watch him deal with people and negotiate and do a lot of stuff from my early childhood. I'm a very curious person. I want to know. I'm very inquisitive to know in a good way. Hardworking, and I consider myself honest. I try to stand by you, and when I give you my commitment, you can go to bed that I will come true. Well, that's a big question, and life has so many facets. Depending on what decision I want to make. But in this area of business, DoktorConnect, there's this mentor that I have. His name is Professor Dapo Ladipo, who is our chairman. and it's been a great rock for me to lean on when it comes to making a decision in this field. It's been in field of medicine for about 60 years, and done a lot of great things in Nigeria, in the diasporas, and all over the world. Well, there is this couch in my living room. There's where all my thinking and all my meditation happens. As a matter of fact, the idea of DoktorConnect came from right there, just lying there and asking myself, what do I contribute to humanity? How do I change the face of, how do I help people get better healthcare, especially in the sub-Sahara Africa? And that's my favorite spot. It's where I do my meditation, where I unwind, and sometimes I fall asleep there. And my wife is like, "This is your second bed." And we make a lot of joke about that. I've been around. I've been to South Africa. I've been to Namibia. I've been to France. Been to UK, Germany. I've been to Paris. I've been to Nigeria. I was born there. United States, UK, many places. I'd like to travel by air because it's quicker, cleaner, safer, and gets you there fresh for you to be able to do what you need to do and move on. Yeah, I just said it right now. My early childhood memory that I can remember about myself was when I got hurt, stepping in that hot pad. It wasn't fun for a few days, but that was the first time. That was my first self-awareness when, as a child, knowing and still have that memory, and the scar is still on my foot till today. I love to play soccer a lot. And I don't play anymore right now because I got hurt to playing soccer. And that's another journey in my life that really connected me to medicine. I remember I fell on the soccer pitch, football field, and I shattered my left shoulder into three, the three ligaments that held the shoulder together. I busted it into three places. And I went to the doctor, and luckily for me, they said they're not gonna do surgery, but they're gonna have to immobilize my hand for 6 weeks. And then that was when my soccer career ended. I would have loved to be to be like Ronaldinho or Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, but my soccer career kind of ended right there.
Okay, so we're looking at the next future injured Ronaldinho.
Exactly. I'm an early riser, maybe 4 o'clock in the morning, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm up, I'm trying to get myself together, do a bit of meditation, collect my thoughts, and my day starts about 4:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there a reason why so early? I mean, well, mainly because lots of people have questions about that, you know, whether you start your day at 4:30 in the morning or 9 a.m. in the morning. Can you tell us why that is important? Why waking up early in the morning is important?
Well, my habit I want to say it's like an habit. I go to bed between 10. I try to get about 6 to 7 hours of sleep. I go to bed about 10, 9, 10. And then I wake up quite early just to kind of get my day started. My day typically by 7 I'm out of the house, trying to kind of go into the office and get started. So I like to get to work early. It's more quieter in the morning. You can get a lot done before everybody start waking up. Well, that's a big one. That's a very broad question. But one of the gifts that I have, one of the best gifts that I have was my first child. given by my wife to me, because that changed my dynamics, that changed my look in life. And I'm a very responsible person, but that kind of doubled down my responsibility. Looking at this little life and say, wow, I'm responsible for this one now. So that's the best gift for me that I ever received. My daughter, she's 25 now. She turned 25 this October. Well, number one, Africa is the place to be now. The shift is in Africa. Number one. Number two, both my parents have been entrepreneurs all their lives. Like I always tell people this story. When we're growing up, I see people. Like I told you, I ask people, what does your father do? Oh, my father works here. My father works here. And I tend to understand, I tend to kind of figure out when those people need some certain help, they'll come to my father, and my father is able to help them. So, and I always compare both sides. I mean, if somebody who has a steady income and somebody who was always fighting for the next dime that comes to him is able to help people, entrepreneurship might not be a bad idea. So my first shot at entrepreneurship was seeing my parents being one, and being an African one, wanted to make sure that we make the life of people better in Africa, and the best way to do is to start something there. Well, in the US, there's so many development here. There's still a lot of lack here as well. But when you compare the access, especially in the area of healthcare, when you compare Nigeria or sub-Saharan Africa to the diaspora, the UK, US, France, and all that, we are lacking behind. For example, it will cost about $82 billion to be able to have enough hospital for the population of people in Nigeria. $82 billion, and we don't have that. That is more than our total. That is more than our total annual budget in Nigeria. So, 3, 4, 5 times over. So, so Africa seems to be the best place to be able to improve lives and give people affordability and accessibility to healthcare, which we are doing currently in Nigeria. Well, it's grits and guts. You know, you need to be able to balance both sides. And our plan was to create a platform whereby people who has a phone or who can make a call or who can test or chart, they're able to come to a doctor. And so our belief is that once you have a phone, you can access a doctor or an hospital. Most of the things that you do in the hospital can be done right on your phone. Whether you have a smartphone or you have a analog phone or whatever kind of phone you have, we will be. Our plan was to be able to get your most needed healthcare to you. Well, my current definition of success as an entrepreneur is right now being able to provide a platform for a woman at 2 o'clock in the morning, especially in the pandemic when Nigeria was locked down. And then there was a massive curfew. There was a lady that called on our platform 2 o'clock in the morning that was having a lot of severe heartburn, severe chest pain. But she was able to talk to the doctor that night, and they were able to help her understand that she was not having a heart attack. She was having heartburn, and the doctor was able to prescribe her a medication, which was delivered to her the next morning, very early. That to me was a major success. Having been able to help that lady. Typically the lady will have left her house that night, will have gone to the doctor, and which might be risky, considering the safety and the nature of most African cities. Yeah, well, it's changed because we are able to set goals that are attainable. So, for example, we're able to, on top of this, the telemedicine and doctor-patient relationship on our platform, we're able to expand into people able to order their lab tests on our platform, and either we come to your house to draw the blood, or you come to our facility. So we're able to make lab accessible to people from their home, so you don't have to be running up and down to be able to do that. And then we created this wellness plan that can actually help you understand where you are in your health. We discovered that most people in Africa is too late because they don't understand where they are in their healthcare journey. We're able to do that. We're able to do that now, whereby people can come into our facility, or we can come into your place, and we can do this general wellness check for you, which we do once a year, and we establish a baseline. And then from there, we're able to gear you to, you're okay, you're fine, or you have these areas of concern, and we can begin to do preventive medicine and to help you. So for me, over the course of this business, we've been able to change, and our success has been wonderful over the period of 8 or 9 months that we've been in business. Extremely important, especially in the area where you are trying to kind of make an impact, because your mentor can help you navigate better. Your mentor can connect you to the right people at the right time, so that you save time. So you don't waste a lot of time trying to reinvent the wheel. So mentoring and mentorship as an Africanpreneur, I think is a big major thing that no one should take for granted. When we started this journey, we were able to bring in about 16 people in the various field of endeavors. We're able to bring technology, business, medicine, sales, and all that together, and we're able to pull in a lot of data from those sources about what it would take, what are the existing infrastructure, if we can build on those, if there are none, how can we get one started? And it's quite intensive and quite thank God we're able to help friends and family that donated, that gave us money from early on, that believe in the dream that we have. It was quite a quite interesting journey, and a lot of people put in a lot of work. People donated their time, understanding that this what we're trying to do is going to benefit a lot of people in Africa. Yes, so to answer that question, for you to be an entrepreneur, number one, you have to be a person who does not believe in a short term, who does not believe in a quick result. If you are a person that believes in quick results, you don't have the gut and tenacity to hold on until things begin to work. Then entrepreneurship might not be for you. But me, as a person, I'm in for the long haul, and I'm waiting. I can wait until we begin to see a lot of good results, which we're already seeing right now, because we have seen patients from the 36 states in Nigeria. We have close to 15 to 20, between 20 and 25,000 download and users on our platform right now. I mean, a lot of things, and those are the things that keeps you going as an entrepreneur, and those are milestones of success too, that helps you accomplish a lot of things. Well, yes. When you define riches has so many faces. Has so many faces. You could become famous. People know you, that this is the guy that brought the solution, and that is form of a wealth for you. That affirmation. And then in the area of technology, if you scale up pretty quickly, and there's a lot of adoption, you could become comfortable and really satisfied. Well, number one reason is lack of funding and resources.
Right.
But I think that is changing right now. I was able to read an article this year alone, at Africa, especially in Nigeria. Nigeria alone was able to attract about $1.4 billion in fresh funding, and that is changing the narratives to a lot of techpreneurship in Nigeria, and in Africa as a whole. Because I look at the map of Africa, South Africa came second, about $853 million of foreign funds that came into South Africa. So that is changing narratives. That is giving us, that is putting Africa on the map, knowing that Africa is not just a place where there's backwardness, but now Africa is coming to the forefront and providing solutions that has changed banking, that have changed security, that have changed medication management, that have changed medicine. I mean, name it. We are in the transportation, I mean, we are techpreneurship in Africa is going strong. So, but the drawback that we have is being funding. If we have more funding, a lot of great things can happen in this continent. Well, quite a bit. I can say in the neighborhood of about $750,000, if not more. Well, the operation, the power, building the platform, hiring people, advertisement, business development. It's a whole gamut. It's a lot, Well, that's an interesting question. I drive. I have zeal and passion. So, and I always tell people that work around me that please let me know if I'm driving you too hard. I don't stop until the goal is realized or achieved. So I can be very, very pushy sometimes, not in a negative way. Try to kind of rally the troop, but I can tell you sincerely, it can be very, very demanding working for me. Goodness. My first hire in Nigeria is one gentleman who is our country manager right now. His name is Wale Oshida Inde. Man, he is an embodiment of everything that you need. His business savvy, his understanding of technology, his acumen, financial management. It's all round. It's all very well-rounded in most areas that got our operation off the ground. And he was able to use his network to be able to guide us into the right directions when we hit the ground running in Nigeria.
Excellent. Okay. Okay, so we're kind of running out of time, so that's all that we have for today. Thank you so much, Dr. Joseph, for being part of this show. For everybody that was watching, thank you for your time, and please, watch the second part of the interview.